Well, hello there. Welcome once more to Controy's Kitchen. And if this is your first time stopping by, a very warm welcome to you. I hope you enjoyed enough to stay. So guess what? We are making some good, delicious, flavorful goat light soup. This one is just like, it's going to be like your favorite chopper. I have some perfect goat meat. And as soon as I got it with all the parts that will make a good pot of soup, I'm just looking at it and I'm just like, woo, woo. So as soon as I got my meat, I was like, we have to make some light soup. So I'm gonna make some light soup even before I go ahead and clean the rest and put it in the freezer. You have to taste it. No, you got a good one. So I'm making this light soup today and we'll be having it with some fufu. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you pick something from it. This is simple. I have no garden eggs. I'm using just tomatoes to make this today and it's still going to be delicious. And I hope this video will give you the motivation, the zeal that you will get up and go make something. If you have that meat in the freezer, why don't you just go get it out now before we even start? Okay, let's do some cooking. So dear friends, for this recipe you will need your star ingredient, which happens to be goat meat. And this is straight from the butcher with every part intact. And it is about 3 pounds. And to bring that flavor into my soup, I have some natural spices here. And this is anise seeds. I also have some fresh ginger roots, some garlic, and 2 star anise. In that bottle in the back is my peppercorns, and that I will be using as well. If you have the ones that you can blend, you could use it, but I'm using mine from a grinder. I also have some shallots, some red onions, some pepper, some paposhito as well. I'll throw those paposhito in so my kids can enjoy the soup, and I will just smash my peppers into the soup. And I have some fresh tomatoes as well. And like I said, I don't have any garden eggs, but the tomatoes is what I'm using for this soup. So first off, I have poured my washed meat into my saucepan, and I've blended my garlic, ginger, anise, and onion, and that is what I've poured in there. And I've added some salt, and of course the salt is always to your taste. Then I'm grinding in some peppercorns, which is the same as black pepper. Give this a stir, and I'm really not going to add any water at this point. I'm just going to let the little moisture from the ground spices cook the meat for now. And that is my star anise in there. Cover and let it cook. This is what we call back home steaming. We are steaming our meat at this point, and just bringing it to a good boil for the flavors to come in your soup. And boy, it is smelling so good. And this is smelling just like how a aponkye nkrakra should smell. And I don't even have my tomatoes and pepper in there yet. So boy, this soup is going to be amazing. And now I'm putting in my tomatoes and peppers. And remember, I didn't add any water to the meat. So now I am rinsing my blender and I'm going to pour the water in there now. And I'll cover this and let this cook for about 10 minutes until the tomatoes are soft and ready to be blended. Now my tomatoes are soft enough, so I'm bringing them out to blend, and it will go back into the soup after this. So there it goes, all blended. And then I'm going to add about 6 cups of water to this. Just there, just so your meat is not sticking to the bottom of the pan. So just to have a roll call on your meat. Make sure nobody escaped. Just kidding. And then there, you can cover. I normally at this point don't cover it completely. You just cover partially and let your soup boil. And look at how good the soup is doing now. It is looking beautiful. You can't even tell that I have no garden eggs in there, and it is perfect. And I let this cook for a total of about 40 minutes on medium heat from when I added the tomatoes, just so it will cook some more and the meat will be soft enough And at this point, my soup is ready. I just throw in my paposhito, and that I can enjoy my spicy soup without my kids burning their mouth, just smash it in there. So that is my trick. When you have kids, you have to sacrifice or compromise sometimes. But I will still have my heat, and look at that soup. I told you my meat has all the parts, and this is like going to your chop bar, your favorite joint, and asking for your aponkye nkrakra with your fufu. Boy, I miss home. I really miss home, but I tell you, I don't miss home because of the food. I miss home for the good people there and some of the experiences, but I make sure that I can enjoy all my food as much as I can, home or away. And you should be doing that too. And I hope this recipe is going to make you get the vibe. And look at my fufu. This is my no pound fufu. And of course, it's not fufu from the box. This one was blended cassava and plantain, and then I made it like prepared it like banku. I will share the recipe with you one of these days. But right now, all I'm thinking about is sitting down to enjoy this bowl of deliciousness. A punching cracker and fufu be say dear, no slacking or hey, no slacking cry. And this reminds me so much of those days back in KNUST when we used to go eat at SMS fufu joint in between lectures. Yes, in between lectures before a class. No, I could do fufu and you're punching cracker to say, but hey, that was those days, and I'm happy I enjoyed it, and even happier that I can make this in the comfort of my home, knowing under what conditions it was prepared, and really, really enjoy it for, of course, less than money, if I should say. So until I come your way next time with something delicious, be loving, be kind, be happy.